On the first day of Goutmas, Tyra gave to me PTSD. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel and to another episode of America's Next Top Scandal Girls. Well, my lovelies, in the last America's Next Top Model episode that we watched here, we had to say goodbye to Ebony. Before her time, I think. I did find it very upsetting to watch that episode and to edit it back, actually. There were quite a lot of points that you guys picked up on in the comments as well that I only picked up on when I was editing that video. And I can't help but fully agree with you guys that, like, Ebony was really mistreated by this show. And, my lovelies, there's been some tweets, there's been some Instagram posts about what the models actually got on set. Now, in the first season, we don't even know. We do not even know. But my goodness, my love, am I going to do a Where Are They Now after every season of America's Next Top Model that we watch? Just so we can get an idea of just how much things have changed for each contestant since they were on the show. Now, I do actually want to say, this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler, that Ebony is thriving. She's probably one of the only models from season 1, apart from a select few others, that actually had a career after America's Next Top Model. So I am so thankful for that, my love. So thankful. Well, my lovelies, it is firmly winter here in the UK. I am rocking the turtleneck sod Trini and Susanna girls.
Daytime tweed with an evening chiffon.
I have gone icy white for winter this year, as I do for summer, spring and autumn every year. Now, I don't really know what's going to happen through the rest of the series. I believe that there's only 3 episodes left, possibly 4, but we're going to have to watch, aren't we? We're going to have to watch and find out. Oh, don't you want to watch with me and find out? So, are you ready, my loves? Let's put the ohrhänger in. 1, 2, and let's watch America's Next Top Scandal Girls. Also, just before we do start, I have some juicy gossip. So one of the ex-producers of America's Next Top Model actually contacted me through my email address and shared some juicy details about further seasons that they worked on. So I can't wait to share some of those, because that's going to be so good, my love. They do wish to be anonymous, so we will have to come up with a character for this anonymous producer. Also, interestingly enough, Oliver Twixt followed me on Twitter the other day, and I did feel like a celebrity.
Previously on America's Next Top Model, as the competition heated up, tensions started to rise.
Oh yeah, they all got massages.
While we're cleaning up. That is frustrating.
Questions were raised about Elise's eating habits.
She doesn't eat as much as I would care for her to.
At the judging panel, insecurities started to mount.
Giselle, where is the self-esteem?
But in the end, Ebony was sent packing.
Awful, awful, hateful. Oh my God. Tyra's got Goutmas. It's a scandal, girls. Scandal, 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 girls. Oh my God, it's a scandal, girls. I wonder what's gonna happen today on the Scandal Girls. Oh, too many syllables. Gout. 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 Scandal. Who's gonna be in a scandal? Come on, Tyra Banks, with your own Squid Games. Ooh. Zoom. They paid for that zoom lens.
Did you like it better
her
with
wrists
more
are
chicks
tiny,
or
aren't
no?
No, the fewer chicks, the better.
Yeah. The fewer chicks, the closer we are to winning.
What is it about these old shows? I think I said this with Rolly. What is it about these old shows that just have like terrible audio quality? Like, why aren't they all individually mic'd up? Like, is this a thing that just used to happen in original TV days? Because, like, I do realize we do have a very specific image here, don't we? Although, now that they're trying to paint Elise as having like some sort of like disordered eating, they are going out of their way to make her look as small as possible. Have you noticed this? Like, clearly here, she's laying down. I don't know about you, but every time I lay down, you can see my ribs and you can see my hips. Because, like, everything is, like, sucked this way. So why are they trying to be like,
oh, we just talked about Elise having a problem with eating.
8 seconds later, is Elise laying like this?
After the last elimination, I just feel so, I don't know.
What a hateful
The judges
beret.
are saying I totally need to build some more confidence, and I'm trying. It's just
She
been the
cried?
hardest task ever.
We weren't shown that.
Come on, Giselle.
What are you doing there?
Hey! Hi!
Wait, what?
You didn't get that dressed up. We're just hanging out.
We went to Jay Manuel's house, and that was really cool.
Well, I just figured out
It was really cool.
I really like Jay a lot. He's a really good makeup artist. I love my makeup so much when Jay does it.
Ah! Did you see that?
I love my makeup so much when Jay does it.
Like, is there a shred of truth to that statement? I mean, Jay Manuel is a good makeup artist. He does do things that I think are quite fun and quite... Well, I was about to say fresh for back then, shall we say. But how forced did that sentence sound? So all of the models have come to Jay's house to hang out. So what are they going to do? All stand in a line and be talked at, because that's how people hang out at my house. Oh, look. Tyra and Ty.
Just all their assistants, everybody was there. So
What's happened to your hair, Kissy? What happened to the big 90s Tyra Banks hair? You've just got a sort of sorry looking for itself little fringe going on. Interesting. Have you noticed also, back in the day, they didn't care at all about continuity in these talking heads, did they? Absolutely nothing at all. So every time we look at one, they're going to be in a different outfit because they didn't care. They just didn't care. They get them to say whatever they want.
it was a lot of fun.
You guys are gonna cook for us.
We need some chicken and some flour and some sweet potatoes, some greens.
I got everything but the greens.
Go for it, honey. It's good. Kitchen for $27,575.42. Ouch.
Be careful,
Let me see what y'all got going here.
Not only were the models not paid, or not paid, shall we say, because apparently they may have only received $40 per episode, they're now being forced to cook on television. And Tyra's like, hello, just popping through, yeah.
Give me that plate, girls, I've got gout.
What's going on? What's going on? What is this modelling competition show about? So far, we've had 2 shoots about bikinis, even though they're like, no, high fashion only, girls. We've had a makeover in which everyone has been told, oh, this will bring you high fashion, but also at the same time, none of those styles are high fashion. Now we are cooking? What?
But where's the sugar, Jay?
Miss Tyra, she's really like a girlfriend type, you know, someone that you can like open up to.
That's not
I need
correct.
some ketchup. I like a little... I'm making sugar sauce.
What are they making?
Oh, Mrs.
What is this?
Answer your phone. Honey, who is this calling my man?
Daytime tweed, evening chiffon.
I mean, all right, I can sort of see the amusement in that, but we know for a fact that Robin says,
I don't like gay people. It is against the law. Abomination, girls.
so, homosexual erasure, maybe? That small interaction I sort of wouldn't mind if she, liked LGBTQ plus people, but she doesn't. She's made it perfectly clear that in this context, at this time, on this show back, 20 years ago, she didn't like them at all. So it's a bit like, I don't know, there feels like there's a bit of a sting in that sentence. Maybe I'm looking a bit too much into that, but I'm not forming an opinion of Robin that I like, and it's just because she is one of these people that hides behind her religion and uses it as a way to attack other people. And realistically, your religion is a personal connection with yourself and God, or whatever higher power it is that you have faith in. And that should be a point of strength for yourself to survive the trials and tribulations of life, not to point at other people and say, you are an abomination. Salad!
This pasta looks absolutely weird.
Somebody...
has unbuttoned her pants to prepare for a feast.
Chanel girls. Oh.
It's kind of an issue right now whether Elise has some eating disorders or not, but we're kind of confused. We don't know
What's with
really
the
going on
music?
with her.
I'm really worried about Elise. She's a smart girl, but she's not fooling anybody. And even Miss Tyra sees it.
That's a lot of pasta.
Ate like a
What are you talking about? That is a lot. We've just seen a lot of pasta on that dish. What are you talking about? I don't like this at all. I would love to be able to interview Elise after this series has finished, because I think Elise is being painted as a very specific, unlikable person. Now, I don't agree with everything Elise has said at all, but I think a lot of what she says comes from a point of youth. Remember, all of these girls are in their early 20s, and some of them aren't even 20 yet when this aired. Their first experience on national television, their first experience in front of a camera, their first experience being judged for who they are and sort of fed lines by production to make a good TV show. We have to remember all of those things. Even when I talk about Robin, I have to remind myself that, like, production and TV are going to latch onto small things that she says and be like, and tell me more. And tell me more about that opinion from the Bible.
Tell me more, girls. Production gremlins.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't like this narrative that they're putting on Elise that she may have an eating disorder? Because what example is that showing to everyone who watches this? And also, why are they trying to highlight it as a feature of a storyline and not as a health condition?
Elise ate like a whole plate of stuff. She mentioned to somebody that it was because Tyra was there.
Actually, I'm surprised it tastes as good. You ate a whole plate of pasta.
We've been starving all day in the house. Constantly dealing with the other girls scrutinizing what I eat and my weight. It really has been frustrating.
Who eats the least? Who eats the least out of y'all?
Why are you asking that?
You spoke for yourself.
I eat when I'm hungry and I stop eating when I'm full.
Thank you for letting.
Why did they ask? Why was that dinner party just like, everybody look at Elise? Oh my God.
Whomst has Elise eaten? Oh my God. Whomst has she eaten? Whomst?
I'm not into it. Absolutely not into it. I was very good friends with people with eating disorders growing up. I feel like it is an intrinsic part of the millennial experience of like when we were growing up. If you didn't have an eating disorder, you were either very close friends with someone who did or people in your friendship circle had them. They are that common. And I feel like this show fundamentally massively impacted people in the eating disorder sphere. This is not, I don't like this. I'm not into it. I'm not into it. Leave Elise alone.
Night, everybody.
Oh, I just want to hug her because she's all furry.
Shame she hates gays. So what was the point in that? Was that literally, was the whole point of that dinner party just to like highlight Elise? That's so weird.
Hey guys, please be in London at 10:30 a.m.
Yes.
for publicity training.
Oh, I'm excited. What did publicity look like in 2000?
Elise. I've bonded with these girls. They're my roommates, and they make me laugh. I just really get along with them.
Ooh, she's gonna throw a vase, girl.
I'm like pimpleized. I have one huge one, two huge one, three huge one.
It's probably because you're so
Connect
stressed
the dots
out.
and you get a triangle.
Giselle found out that pretending to be so negative about yourself and so insecure is a great way to fish for compliments.
My pictures came out the worst out of everybody.
No,
so
they
they're gonna
didn't.
judge.
You're
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. Don't
What's
do that.
this
And then will I
storyline?
ever be able to do a commercial? I have a third eyeball on my face.
Like, what the hell am I doing here?
What is this
think
show?
about various ways in which I can kill you tonight when you're asleep. Should I put cyanide in your food or?
Violence, girl. Don't talk about that.
It's just I hate you so much, Giselle.
Good heavens.
So much.
You're really slow if you take me seriously at any time in your life.
What? I mean, Adrienne, don't make death threats to your competitors. Like, these people don't know you. They've known you for like a week. What's happening? Wow, this season has taken a nosedive, girl, into the most bizarre concept I've ever seen. How did this get so far? How did not a single person watching this be like, I don't agree. This is not good, Scales. I'm starting to almost feel like the Swan is less nefarious than this show.
Why aren't you making it to the planet?
Right, here we go. Oh, it's the morning. Tyra's got gout.
Hey guys.
What we're going to be focusing
Welcome
on
back to
today
my
is
channel.
publicity training. And publicity training is important for anyone in the entertainment industry. But personally, to me, it's extremely important for models because usually people would prefer models to be seen and not heard. No, we don't need to hear her talk, just pose, just walk on the runway, it doesn't matter. So,
Well, I mean, yes, if you are being paid to just pose in photographs, then yes, you do not need to speak. Why does Tyra try to make out like modeling is like, it is this burden that I must carry forth and bring in the children of the house? Like, it's a very strange narrative. Like, if you have the specific archetype of a model and you are moving forward with your career, this show is not accurate to that at all. It is very strange. Is she trying to be like, as a victim in the modeling industry, I had to do X, Y, and Z. You don't know where I've come from or where I'm going.
we don't need to hear her talk, just pose, just walk on the runway, it doesn't matter.
Do you have a
So
sore
it's
throat?
extremely important that you understand how to conduct an interview. I have my publicist here today.
okay.
Here's Cindy.
Hello, Cindy girl. It's Cindy girl.
Hi,
Cindy Burger.
Cindy gave us a lecture about how to deal with reporters and what to say and what not to say.
The important start off
No comment,
rules
move on.
is that journalist is there for a story.
Can I just say, Giselle's jawline there was so beautiful. I could never. I used to, but I couldn't now, girls.
Their big rule is if you mess up, fess up. If you've made a mistake, own up to it.
worst idea in public history. Have you ever heard of a celebrity ever owning up to a mistake like that? If you've... Sorry, this is why we have a huge problem with, like, nefarious people hiding behind Hollywood and hiding behind British institutions. They don't fess up. They want you, the little Z-listers, to fess up so that they can scapegoat you all the way to the bank and back. That is really strange. No, one of the first rules is if someone confronts you about something, a publicist steps in and says, nope, that's absolutely not happening. Or you move on. What do these... Maybe the world has really changed in 20 years because I would never tell someone if you've made a mistake, fess up in a live interview. I'd be like, don't speak. We're going to have a press event later in which you can provide a statement to the journalists. That's what you do, sis.
You do an interview, it's important that you realize that the truth always comes out. Don't be afraid to share information that you may not necessarily want to share, but honesty is the best way to handle it. Just...
What is this? This woman cannot possibly be Tyra Banks' publicist. After all the stuff that we know that Tyra's been up to behind the scenes, how can this possibly... Tyra made that rabies thing on her talk show. Did she issue an apology afterwards? Kind of. Was it any good? No. Did she follow this advice at all? Absolutely not.
It's just good that we have someone that's actually, talking to us, telling us about it before we get to that point.
Trust the publicist so your publicist can guide you. If you've got something in your past, the public is very forgiving.
Celebrity to me is like...
The public is absolutely not forgiving. The public is a ravenous pack of animals, and I am one of them, girls. If you mess up so bad and you are caught messing up that bad, the public never forgets, unless for some reason that you're a politician. I don't know what it is about politicians that seem to be exempt from this. It's very strange, but celebrities, sis, we remember.
Celebrity to me is like being the popular kids in school.
No.
Everybody wants to know them and be like them and touch them, but at the same time, you want to like talk about them like this to break them down. It makes you feel better, to read something about somebody that you think is so perfect, and then you read about them and it's like, oh, she has this and she has this and her this,
But that's not celebrity, that's clickbait journalism. That's not what being a celebrity is. In fact, I sort of don't like the word celebrity because it infers that you've done not a lot to get to that stage. So some of these people that become notorious for sharing, shall we say, ridiculous opinions about things are not celebrities to me. Just because they've gone on TV does not make them a celebrity. It does not make them a celebrated persona. It makes them infamous. And there is a huge difference between infamy and fame.
and it makes you feel better.
Then we had an interview with her in which we were supposed to tell her all about embarrassing things or dirt in our past.
Exploitation,
because the
girls.
premise is that you're supposed to tell the publicist everything.
Good.
I'm a little scared now, but not really big.
That's okay. Fear is a good thing.
I hope we can get
Oh, she is young though, isn't she? I forget that Giselle is she 8? I think Giselle is 18. And to be honest, I feel like because nowadays we have so much social media and you definitely have to have an idea of how you want to be perceived before you post anything online, I do kind of feel like these people are brand new to it and there wasn't a lot of training because there was no YouTube, there was no Instagram, there was no social media really. So unless you came from a family or paid someone to teach you, how would you know anything about public relation? Which is quite important actually. Oh, I'm educating myself as well as other people at the same time. What a bizarre show this is.
Girl, you're not going to eat none.
Is this to get Elise again?
But I think she has an eating disorder, taking little bites, of like people's food or just like, or only eating when we're in front of Miss Tyra.
Robin, you're an idiot, and frankly, you're starting to act like a bitch too.
What kind of weird pizza do you like?
I like all kinds of pizza.
Organic? Never mind.
One day I'll be able to meet Michael Jackson.
You want to meet Michael Jackson?
I want to meet Michael Jackson so bad. I am just infatuated with the guy's talent. And honestly, if I met him face to face, I probably couldn't even look at him. I'd be like doing a lot of this. I think he's amazing.
So I kind of like pushed myself because I was like, I'm not going to turn out like...
How did that even come up in conversation? Why is she telling that to a publicist? That's so strange. I mean, like, that's kind of like meet and greet vibes rather than you are here hired by me to protect myself and my interests from any nefarious people that might spread rumors about me. That's the point of a publicist, no?
The rest of my family.
Is your mom in the picture?
She's there, but we don't really have a relationship. She has everybody at home thinking we're the best of friends and all that. We haven't talked in like 3 months.
This is too much.
Never smoke, and I'm still a virgin.
I experimented with drugs when I was like 13. was a little promiscuous.
Are there any issues that may come up, who you are and why you are the way you are?
No, ma'am. I thank the Lord that I have lived my life, the way that I have, for the most part, unless you try to, make something up, It's a pretty clean sheet.
I'm an open...
Okay, Robin there, I'm going to say, had the best responses to all of this because she didn't play the game. I don't know whether that was genuine or whether it was just because she genuinely doesn't have anything, any skeletons in the closet, so to speak. I feel like this show is trying to extract things from this because imagine right now, this is on TV. So anyone who wants to work with these models in the future will know these deep, dark secrets because this has been put on TV as opposed to a confidential meeting between a celebrity and their publicist. So that's really weird. Oh, it's weird.
I'm an open book for you. Ask me anything.
Okay, I feel like since I've been here, there's been this whole the subplot is that I have an eating disorder, which is completely false, but I feel like I haven't had the chance to defend myself at all. Just now in there, I said, I hope they can take us out for pizza tonight, and Robin goes, well, you wouldn't eat any of it. Oh, so untrue. She's decided Elise doesn't eat.
I didn't mean to say it being mean, but I was like, why are you worried about food? You're not gonna eat. You never eat.
Elise told us last night that the only reason she ate that much is because of Tyra.
I felt sorry for her last night when she was eating all that food because poor child. I was like, Lord, I hope she doesn't throw up.
Oh my God, she was, as soon as we got here, guys, you need to hurry up in that bathroom, please, hurry. Giselle, we both swear that we heard, and then, put the water, and then we heard the toilet flush. I don't know, her teeth are not as shiny. They're yellow.
I've never had an eating problem, and there's absolutely nothing in my past that would ever come out to that.
What? I am sorry, that is not appropriate to put on TV, in my opinion. I'm a little bit lost for words, because, okay, you could look at it as this point of, this is how can I even say this? It's kind of highlighting maybe that there needs to be some activism and also awareness raising of what an eating disorder is and what it entails. But this is a modeling competition show, not surrounded at all by medical professionals or therapists. Have to remember, she's telling this woman this. This woman isn't a therapist, she's a publicist. No medical training at all.
Back up that assertion.
If there's even a smidgen of something there, come clean.
There's nothing.
Then don't worry about it.
She looks at herself in the mirror and does like this.
She'll be like...
Don't you all do this? You're models.
Doing that, and she's she's a toothpick. There's not a ounce of fat to her body. She's killing herself. There's no other way to put it. This girl is killing herself.
If people ask you about it, you say, I'm not anorexic, I'm not bulimic, I'm tall and thin.
Wow.
Hey, Mom. Hi. What's up? What's up with you? Nothing. Sorry. Having a bad day? Yeah. Instead of a good day? Yeah.
Oh, no!
Anything you can talk about? It's problems among the other girls. Oh, no. Everyone is so stupid, too. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. Oh, she needs a hug, girls. This is taking a turn, my loves. This is taking an absolute turn. Oh, I'm not happy about this at all, girls. It kind of just goes to show.
About winning that stupid competition. There's this other stuff that sucks so bad. I need to get out of here.
Oh. And just glossed over. Back to normal, everybody.
It's kind of an issue right now whether Elise has some eating disorders or not.
Maybe not.
Sometimes I get a little worried and I'm like, okay, yeah. So I got a little concerned. I was like, okay, well, I don't know.
Giselle annoys me the most out of everyone in the house. And I'm not willing to alienate Giselle because she's the only one in Tokyo with a straightening iron.
Doesn't seem like you're ever hungry. And I guess it's good because you're happy with yourself.
I'm fine with myself.
Fine with yourself. See?
I don't think I'm fat, and I'm skinny, but I like it. I'm so defensive because I never get a chance to explain myself, ever. I've never, ever made myself throw up, and I've never abused laxatives because I know it's bad for you. I've been trying to suppress my intellectual superiority. However, I can confidently state that I know more about eating disorders than all of the rest of the girls combined.
Do you ever just feel like you want to go? Just like,
Oh no. Don't
Sometimes
say
I wanna
this.
Get the hell out of this
you know
environment.
you can, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes or most of the time.
Sometimes. I don't quit anything.
Oh.
So no way you would ever.
No, but I'm sure I'll get eliminated.
But you're not gonna get eliminated before me.
And we'll see.
Okay, alright, interesting. Alright. Oh, Tyra Mail girls, you're all gonna die.
Soul time with some soulful grinds. Be ready to chat with Tyra at 8:30. Dress comfortably for a night at home.
All right.
This is Hannah right here. See? Look, you're kind of getting cleavage on this side. This is Adrian.
Oh, is she imitating walks? Oh, I see.
Yeah, no.
My ways are equally as good. I'm comfortable with my body. I realize that I'm very skinny. I have no desire to gain or lose weight.
You've got boobs the size of my boobs. Wait, they look even bigger
What
than
is
my
this?
boobs. Except for the front. You can stuff those.
I like this kind of like
Dude, you got the air
Racer
push-up
vest.
bra, 2 silicone inserts, and toilet paper. You've got enormous cha-cha. Oh my god.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Miss
oh, a velour tracksuit. Oh my goodness, look at those nipples. Nipples,
You guys wanna
go.
come on over to Tokyo for our talk? Bring your blankets and your pillows and stuff, and we're gonna sit on the floor.
Tokyo girls, I've got gowns.
Oh, this is awesome. We really kind of bonded with each other and, you know, just getting to know each other's feelings.
What is going on with Kissy's hair? They really did her dirty. Look, in every single shot we see her, she has a different style that's trying to like protect the hair that she has because the weave is either not of good quality or of the wrong texture. I don't know, but like it doesn't look healthy. Do you know what I mean? It's so weird. These makeovers they did on these girls look awful. Like every time we see Adrienne, she's got like frizzy short hair and then just like hair extensions. The only one that looks all right is Elise, and even then they dyed her hair like really dark, and they were like, Kissy, you can't have black hair, and Robin, you can't either. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Sometimes you can be very secure, but then you enter the modeling industry, and it creates all these insecurities that you never had. So we're just gonna kind of address all that type of stuff tonight.
Is there anybody in you guys' life
Group
that,
therapy?
you feel like doesn't believe in you? I think we all have somebody.
My family, like in unison, so they really, really don't think that I can do anything. My mom, she found out that I was going to New York to do this. She was like, Giselle, come on, be realistic. You're not gonna get far. Automatically, my whole family's like, you are so stupid. My whole life I've been shot down. And my mom is always like, who do you think you are? And I mean, beauty's never been like a thing in my house.
It's interesting to me though, like how moms can be, and everybody's mama sometimes. As much as we love them, sometimes it's like you don't realize you're making me more insecure than I am.
This is something I want to pursue. I want to be in the industry. Nobody knows I'm here besides the people I live with at home. My mother doesn't know I'm here. Nobody knows. I am in school, and I'll be the first one to graduate in my family with a degree. I mean, my life at home wasn't, I don't know, sometimes I just get depressed about being at home. I'm happy to be here, and I mean, I wish I could stay here, you know, forever.
Robin, what about you? Any insecurities?
Not fitting into a model, like typical model mode or whatever. I have nothing to be ashamed of. You know,
She's got such pageant hair.
Every curve that
This is very Juno Birch. This is very Juno Birch.
Excuse me, I will not have that. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
on my body. If more women do, then, you know, we wouldn't have problems like bulimia and anorexia and, you know, things like that making women feel insecure. And I think
Point the camera at Elise.
That's the reason why I'm still here.
What about you, Elise? Any new insecurities being here?
Suddenly here I am and I'm too skinny. So I alternate between like, you know, cramming a couple extra bites of food, let's change it, and like, come on, Elise, you know, stop eating when you're not hungry anymore.
Does it make you feel angry or sad or?
Why are you asking, Tyra?
It makes me feel a little bit angry. It doesn't make me feel sad, but I feel really confused.
So even more than
we have to also remember that this circle of sharing is between complete strangers, really, because this is the 5th episode in, and I believe the first season took 8 weeks to shoot. So if we understand that maybe every 3 days is like an elimination or something, then it would be less than 8 weeks, wouldn't it? Ooh, then like these people still are only like brand new to each other. So, And Tyra,
so
are you going to share some?
Somebody telling you you know, you need to lose or gain or, you know, whatever it may be. It's being at work and seeing, oh my God, I have never in my life seen a woman that beautiful. And that's where the insecurity starts coming in. All right, let's have a nice hug around the campus.
There's a little heat wave.
A seance girl.
Mary loves dick.
Will she fly? Oh.
Giselle coined the term heat wave as a euphemism for farts, which I think thus far is her major contribution to society.
You know, I'll make a confession. When we stood up, I made the tiniest little fart just now.
Not for oh, pigeons, girl. America's Next Top Pigeon.
And a nice little publicity interview challenge in Central Park.
Hi, ladies. I'm Steve Santagati, and I am a working member of the press. Today, I am going to be conducting your publicity challenge.
What? Sorry, so this whole show has gone like, how far are we in? Oh, we're only 16 minutes in. God, it feels like I've been watching this for hours. So much stuff has happened in 16 minutes. How has this been like, okay, now we're having a publicist moment, but there's like, all of this like storyline building has happened like in the first section of this episode, that now we're just suddenly in the park talking to the journalist. Okay. All right.
It's going to take the form of a television interview. We want real sound bites. We want you to be vulnerable. We want you to tell us what you really think about things. The days of canned performances and canned interviews are over. I'm going to take each of you for a ride for about 15 minutes in the carriage here, and I'm going to talk to you. The two winners will have one of their loved ones flown in.
I would just want my boyfriend to hang out with me a little bit. That's what I've really been missing.
Oh, that's fun.
Go for it. I miss my boyfriend a lot.
Who
the
wants to be
boyfriends, the
first?
coming girls.
Okay.
I mean, everybody wanted their boyfriends to come. I want my mom to come.
Oh.
Why do you want to be a model?
I'm a real big tomboy, and I love them transforming me into a woman.
In my life, I strive for perfection, and my religion teaches me that. Everything that I try to do, I try to make sure that it's morally correct.
I'm real sassy.
Ah, really, Robin? Everything you try to do makes you morally correct. Really? You've got some interesting morals, girl.
Sassy, but classy. Never drank, never smoked, and I'm still a virgin.
I would think that you're going to have a hard time being a model and being a Christian.
Well, that's your opinion, but I can do it. If I set my mind to something, I can do it.
Sex.
Sex.
First time. How old were you?
I think I was like 16.
You're still a virgin.
My sexual preference and my sexual experience, I'm a lady, and I, would like to keep that sacred.
Well, no skeletons in your closet.
I go to school. I'm a full-time student. I remembered everything Miss Cindy said, and I, was very, vague on a lot of things.
Is there anything you won't model?
I won't model nude.
All right, what if I offered you $20,000?
Nope.
$100,000?
A million.
Oh my God.
Adrian, what's the most important thing to you in life?
We have to blur this man's face.
Your mom?
Oh, mumsy again.
Because I love her so much, and she's helped.
Does Adrienne have to wear this bandana because the hair underneath is like doing some interesting things of its own, shall we say? Some interesting modelling competitions of its own. I wonder.
Helped me so because I love her so much, and she's helped me so much with trying to get into modeling. Like, we've been ripped off a lot.
By who?
Modeling scams, searches. Hi.
Hey!
I forget. So, I forget that modelling scam searches were a big thing back in the day. They probably still are now, in which, like, you have to pay thousands and thousands of pounds to get, like, onto a modelling agency books and stuff. There have been some pretty high-profile cases in the UK, and if I remember correctly, one of our beloved LGBTQ+ presenters in this country called was actually involved in a potential modelling scam. Isn't that a lot before he was famous? Just remember, my loves, if you have to pay to work for a company or to work for opportunities, it's not real. They're scamming you. Right, here we go. Here's Elise.
Yeah.
One thing that I did in my interview that I think might not have been very good is I did say negative things about the other girls. I think Giselle is very immature. Adrian is the worst listener I've ever encountered. And I think Robin and Shannon are a little bit proselytizing. And actually, Kizzy, I don't have anything negative to say about Kizzy. She's great.
What do you think about all this religion? I've talked to so many of the women today. How does that fit in here?
I think that it will be more of a hindrance to the strong Christians than it will be an advantage to them. And I mean, they've already expressed discomfort with homosexuality and with nudity.
How do you feel about nudity?
I'm completely comfortable with nudity. I'm an EMT and I've worked a lot in medicine, and so I just look at it like, you know, does somebody really want to see the fat and glands hanging off my chest? If they do, that's fine with me.
I just feel like, you know, no one's that perfect. No one's that together.
Right.
Pageant.
Well, you met Robin today.
Pageant girls. She's a pageant queen.
Hey guys, now, first of all, the truth is you all did a good job. My decision...
I don't agree.
...is based on my experience from interviewing everybody from firemen to Jennifer Lopez. Adrian, I thought you were very real. Robin, your religion is on your sleeve, and there's a couple other that Christian people. I have no problem with religions at all, but you become one-dimensional. I thought you were very bubbly and fun. You were a lot of fun, and my decision was very, very difficult to make.
Giselle,
you were great too because you didn't let me get away with anything. Kizzy, very motivated person. Elise, you're my winner, and I'm gonna tell you why. You did things that you should never do in interviews. You talked about other people. You were outspoken.
Oh, wait,
you said things that you shouldn't say. You were very personal. Those are all things that are textbook wrong in an interview. But they work. Because it's real and that's
I'm
who
so
you
confused.
Are. My opinion is that's where things should go.
He chooses Elise because she totally went against everything in the book. I guess that's good for him because he can get a story out of her. Whatever.
So there's going to be two winners. Okay?
She has a point.
You're one, and you have to pick the other one.
Pick the other winner. Oh. Kissy? Kissy, maybe?
Adrian.
Oh!
Adrian got it.
Mom's coming, baby! That
but
just
at least her
bothers me
mum's
so
coming.
much to let her mother come somewhere that she may not have been able to if she didn't have this opportunity. She's coming to New York, Adrian!
Oh.
I'm just so happy that I got this opportunity to ever come out here because she ain't never seen Times Square or nothing.
Oh, that's really quite sweet, actually.
Hell yeah! Yay!
Oh. Oh, this is an episode, isn't it, girls? Giant swan pimples everywhere.
Oh, hey, there's Tyra
Oh, here we are.
Mail.
Tyra
Tomorrow
Mail.
you will have your 5th photo shoot. Please be ready by 8:15 a.m.
Did they just stick a piece of paper to a bigger piece of paper?
Meet Tyra. Do you think she would meet my mom?
I was very disappointed that I couldn't bring anybody.
We should have done better.
To see Marty.
Yeah, on the same note, I'm like, I don't want him to see me like this, man.
Especially tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
Our photo shoot.
They're not gonna let him come. It makes me feel good that my boyfriend is gonna come out, but at the same time, I feel bad that he has to see me like this because I think that this being here, being around these girls, being in this situation has brought out the absolute worst of my personality.
Oh.
I need to build some freaking confidence.
Wow, what is their storyline with Elise? Elise is a very complicated character in this first season. I feel like we're being led to really dislike her constantly because every little soundbite that she says is negative about the show. Did she actually say any more that she feels positive about the show? Or did she really actually genuinely feel that the show is this negative experience? Because looking at this through eyes back then, I reckon all of us watching would have been like,
Elise, you're so ungrateful, I would cut off these fingers and paint my eyes black to get on this show.
Whereas actually nowadays, I think looking back at it now, I'm like, Elise, you can see through what they're trying to put you through in this show that is not about modelling at all. I bet you this show was advertised as this gorgeous, pristine way of being like a firm celebrity model forever. And the reality is, it's not that, is it, my loves? No! Oh, the juicy drama!
How do I do that?
Build confidence.
Get out of
Lie.
puberty.
You get out of puberty? I mean, you could say that as well. Yellow taxi girl, I've got gout. Hello? Oh, here we go. Come on, then.
We're going for a swim. Okay, 5 minutes and get a bathing suit.
Is it chlorine water?
It's probably chlorine. Usually in pools it's chlorine. So you'll have to do your hair later.
That was a bit rude. Why would a personal trainer send people with weaves to a swimming pool? Let me tell you, my loves, if I'd just spent money or time having a makeover and having a weave put in, I absolutely would not be going swimming anytime soon because it ruins it, absolutely ruins it. And anyone who's been swimming with hair extensions will know your extensions come out ruined, that you can't go swimming with hair extensions unless they are of the best quality ever. And as we have seen throughout this show, they aren't. So it's very strange that Tyra's being like, come on girls, let's go swimming. But have you noticed in this episode, they've just all been about bodies. Swimming is another thing that's all about the body. Is this just like the Elise eating disorder episode? Like, is that what this is? Is it, like, it is, right? It has to be. Oh.
I love to swim, and I was so excited that we got to get in the pool.
Come on, bring it back now.
I was also disappointed in the other girls being so against getting their hair wet.
Elise, you don't know, though.
You gotta get all the way on.
Yeah, but that's bad. It's bad for hair extensions.
The star today's swimming probably was Elise because she has been able to keep up with the group and actually push.
Why do you have a bandana on, sir? Why do you... What's all this? Okay, John Silverman.
Not just keep up, but push.
Nice shoulders.
She's showing that she probably doesn't have
definitely assisted body. But who doesn't have an assisted body these days?
Today we're at 59 Studios and we're shooting.
Right, so what was the point of that? What was the point?
The emphasis is on athleticism and motion.
Can I have the chicas right here, please?
What's this?
So today, what we are working on at this photo shoot today is movement. No matter how fine you are as a model, no matter how good you look.
Ooh, very model mayhem.
If you can't move, you cannot work. We're gonna put on some music and see how well you can model dance. And remember, model dancing is not... Model dancing is making sure you capture those moments. And we have a little special somebody that is going to accompany you in the pictures. So
A
we can
Fabergé
evaluate
egg.
How well you pose
A little...
with another subject. He is the running back for the Denver Broncos, and he is the Rookie of the Year. His name is Clinton Portis. Come on,
Why couldn't it have been a teacup pom?
He's gonna be very
Much
sexified.
better.
Today, the photographer is super...
Sexified? For goodness sake, all this... At each judging panel, all they have ever ripped Giselle for is being too sexual. And now they are literally inviting a man on set to be sexual with these women whilst they dance. What? And then they've also invited Elise's boyfriend to see this, and Adrienne's mum, because you know for a fact they're going to be like, shocking twist of events, girl, sluts. This is not a modelling show. This is not a modelling show. This is literally... in bonkers. That's what this is.
Today, the photographer is super fierce. I've shot with him, and he has done some of the most beautiful pictures of my whole career. And his name is Daniel Garriga.
What's going on, bro?
I need an eagle. You want to be an eagle?
Oh, look.
You can make me whatever you want, baby.
We come in here, we get these little jerseys, and then the designers like rip them apart and put shoestrings in them.
Completely just deconstruct this to make it look sexy.
Why are they all just like... This was not part of the brief.
My eye makeup, I think, is supposed to vaguely symbolize the makeup of a football player.
I was a little nervous to go first, so I just got confused. I mean, if it really sucks, just tell me.
I usually lie to women, so don't worry.
Giselle, she wants people to tell her how wonderful she is, how beautiful she is.
What did he say? What did that photographer say to her?
I usually lie to women, so don't worry.
Giselle.
I usually lie to women, so don't worry. What a creep. What a creep. What a creep. This man, even the way he moves and speaks, I'm like, red flag scale. He must be the red flag victory. Flag victory. Not into this at all. And the way that he's just like walked around Giselle, like not even maintaining eye contact.
She wants people to tell her how wonderful she is, how beautiful she is.
I feel like I'm doing too much dancer and not model, because a lot of dancing is showing through this. I don't feel like the model part is coming through.
Giselle's a great model. She's obviously a dancer. You can see it in her poses. Way more than 3.
Yeah, we got it.
We're done.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
Take it a little bit. Don't turn too much because I won't see your face.
I tend to be a little stiff with dance moves because I can't really dance yet, but I'm learning.
I think Shannon shows potential. You know, she's not a dancer, so she's not as flexible and she's not as funky as the first one.
I don't like you, sir.
It's not a lot of movement, but it's really, nice. She looks like $1 million. I'm ready, sweetie.
With this is more, you know.
Face, okay, face.
She's a great looking girl.
Why can I taste blood all of a sudden? That's a bit alarming, isn't it? What's happening to me? Oh, I do look so good today.
Great looking girl, but she looks better in pictures in real life. That's what
They're gonna call her Hoochie, aren't they? Even though they've made them all Hoochie.
Focus on you. Like, move with him, okay? Stokely, George Jackson,
Robin's
It
being
just seemed kind of
illustrious.
difficult, Clinton. He was like trying to say stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like a distraction.
Don't focus on him so much. Okay. Focus on you. Like, just move with him.
Come on, Robin, put your back in.
My boyfriend has never seen me model before. Not that I really do a lot of modeling now.
Is he
but even if I
arriving?
did, I don't think I would ever invite him along.
He's arriving. We knew it. We knew it. We knew it. Look.
Mama!
Oh. Shoulder barge girl.
And my mom was standing there.
This is not going to go well. This is a storyline waiting to erupt. What are they doing to your hair?
Please don't crap that makeup now.
Don't forget, cry without the makeup, honey.
Sitting around the hotel.
Just give her waterproof makeup.
Was so romantic and so loving. Like he just gave her a hug and started kissing her. Didn't care who was around. He just was like totally focused on her.
Oh, that is sweet.
You're beautiful.
I told Marty to stay behind the partitions and not to watch me, but during the shoot I looked over and of course he was watching anyway.
Of course. But like, this is a storyline.
It's good to see her doing it. It seems like a natural at it.
Oh, Elise is really supportive.
Without a doubt. If I have a big job tomorrow, I will book her because she's just got it.
Exactly. Everyone's like, Elise, but she is.
We need some music here, please.
Music? Goodness gracious, this place is so spacious. I'm feeling so live and vivacious. Blessed with the ancient.
Adriana is overall a great model. She's beautiful. She had a great face. She's very athletic.
Ooh, buttock. A single buttock.
I can't believe, actually, I gave birth to such a beautiful human being.
Oh, that's lovely.
Major flavor nowadays. Thank you so much.
I like to see supportive family members.
All right, guys, that's a wrap.
Oh, that's a wrap, girls. Who's gonna go? All right. Let me have a little think. Who's gonna go? Who's been given like the most consistently negative critiques this episode? Robin has been given some negative critiques this episode. Who else? Giselle hasn't, but we don't really, they're kind of vying to get rid of her, so it might be Giselle, it might be Robin. I have a feeling we haven't really seen much of Kissy this episode, and we haven't seen a lot of, I think it's Shannon, isn't it? I feel like maybe it's between Giselle or Robin. That's what I feel like. I feel like that. Predictions, girls.
The prophecy is true. This is your section?
Uh-huh.
This is cool.
I hope the top model is Elise.
Come here, Mom.
You belong in Tokyo.
I really miss my mom, and it kicks ass to
what's
have her
this?
here. Like, a lot of ass.
Mom, I want to be America's Next Top Model. We've lost how much money?
I haven't lost a thing.
Remember we got ripped off because of pictures, and we got ripped off at the modeling searches?
Adrian.
This could be like the biggest break we've ever had in our lives. And
Don't say we. It's your...
Well, it's me, but I'm gonna pay off your bills,
Oh,
woman.
would you stop it?
I'm almost ready to go.
Sit down,
What's
It
happening?
tastes delicious because we made it with our own hands.
Do you want
I think I'll
spaghetti? What?
Robin. Stayed in a room. That was the rudest, most uncouth thing to do. Obviously, she wasn't well raised, you know.
Robin
Hey, when
doesn't
you're done getting that
seem very nice.
pasta, pass it down here some of mine.
Pasta, girls.
Yes. I don't know what's going on with Elise with her eating.
This eating disorder nonsense is ridiculous. Elise is the person that right after we've finished eating already wants to go to an ice cream cone and a Kit Kat.
Did you guys read this already?
This is Tyra Mail. This is our doom. Tomorrow, 5 of you will continue on to become America's Next Top Model. 1 of you will be
Scandal girls.
I'm going home. But I told him, I told my boyfriend that I was going home this weekend with tomorrow's outcome.
Pray that I stay here, man.
What's happening? What is this music? Why has the cello been broken out? Why are they in a dishwasher? What's happening? Why are we watching this?
I thought that
Is this
seeing
a
Marty
wake?
might make being here a little bit harder and being away from him a little bit more stressful. But now that I've
are we
seen him, I
spying
feel
on
so
them?
much better. I'm really glad I got the chance to.
That's all you need, and that's exactly why these shows, and the same with The Swan, the same with Bridalplasty, getting that little visitation from someone or that little bit of support from someone that you love back home or whatever it is, can really give you that energy to push through and make you believe that you've had the right choice or you've made the right decision with doing any of this. I mean, I wouldn't go on America's Next Top Model. I wouldn't go on The Swan. I absolutely would not go on Bridalplasty. But I can tell you, if like a good friend or my lover at the time came and visited me, then maybe I would feel a lot more inspired to continue in the competition and win for both of us, you know? What a hateful decoration this apartment has. This is too much. Is that grass? A grassy wall?
I love you. I'm a man.
Mummy.
Good luck. I love you, Mom.
See you soon,
My mother
Mumsy.
reminded me the reasons that I wanted to win, so I have a
Oh,
lot more
Adrienne,
drive,
your hair is awful.
like than before.
Bye, honey bunny. I love you, Mom. I
Awful
love you
hair.
too.
They did you dirty,
Bye,
Adrienne.
Mom. I'll call you after I'm not eliminated.
Ooh. Oh, elimination time, girls. It's the morning.
When
You've
is
got
this
to-
elimination gonna be? This is madness.
Oh, wait, what?
I hope none of them from the Diva Suite that move in here. I feel so bad for them if they do. Like Shannon.
Thanks,
It is Shannon.
I'm always nervous for every elimination. You gotta be ready. You gotta be prepared for the worst or or the best.
I'm just hoping and praying that I'm not the one to get eliminated today.
Ooh. What a horrible building. Look at the state of that.
Welcome, ladies. It's been another
Oh.
challenging week towards becoming America's Next Top Model.
Oh,
Now, this
she's
week
got
you
a
your
side
first
part thing,
taste
girls.
of what
Jodie
it's
Hart,
like
eat
for a
your
top
heart
model
out.
to be living in the public eye. You've
Okay.
had publicity lessons,
Yeah.
you've interviewed with top journalists,
Yeah.
and you even got to photograph with a top football star. But now it's time to make our fifth cut. The winner will receive a Revlon contract,
Oh.
a contract with Wilhelmina Models, Inc., and a fashion spread in Marie Claire. Once again, we have our panel of expert judges that have week by week judged you. First, we have Janice
Satan.
Dickinson, one of the
Hello.
first supermodels. And we have Bo Quillian, the
Boat.
fashion editor of Marie Claire. Kamora Lee Simmons, the
Hello.
creative director and owner of Baby Fat Fashions.
Oh.
And last but not least,
A toothpaste
Steve Sanagati,
salesman.
And gingivitis by up to 88%.
who conducted your interviews.
Okay.
We'll bring you in
All
one by
right.
one for individual analysis. After that, the judges will deliberate.
Who
call you
gets the
back in,
guillotine?
And we'll make our elimination.
Ooh.
We randomly draw names, and Robin, you're first.
Oh, is that how they do it? I didn't actually know. I thought there was some rhyme and reason to who they choose to talk to first, but I guess it's random, which is something I did not know.
All right, Robin.
Robin
Now
goes.
it's time for your individual evaluation.
Yeah.
So I have two tough questions for you today.
That's quite
Why
a
do you
hairstyle.
think you should win this competition?
I think that I should win this competition not for the obvious reasons, which is fame and fortune, but I'm looking at it for the power that it can give to me to use as a platform to be an influence on someone's life.
I sort of break
Pageant.
stereotypes on both sides of sort of the two worlds that I inhabit, which is a nerdy person who
this
is
decor.
attractive physically, and also a model who is intelligent.
I think that I'd put a little spice in the industry.
I'm willing to
Can we just look at that TV? Look at that TV. Look at those curtains. Look at that.
stay strong. I don't think that temptations in the modeling world, I can be easily persuaded.
I feel I should win this competition because I have the personality for it. I am right now building confidence. Yes, I am.
It's been a dream of mine, for a long time. I deserve to be happy at least once in my
Your
life.
hair, Kissy. They did you dirty.
Whatever person that God puts on your heart to eliminate.
I would kick out Robin. Like, her religion, recently even more so than when I first met her, has really hampered her in being inhibited.
Robin or Shannon, just because their faith might interfere with their business.
Elise. I think this time she is struggling through unhealthy eating habits. And that could
Lies.
harm her in the future. I don't want to be the one to judge Elise because
You just did,
I'm
sis.
very worried about her health.
I don't think I can give you an answer.
Ooh.
I really don't want to give an answer. I
Confidence,
honestly don't.
sis.
Because
This
I
is
just
not
pray that at
confidence.
the end of the day, I'm still here.
You had a movement shoot, and we picked up your best photo, and here it is. What do you think about it?
Honestly, I'm...
What a horrible photo! That is horrible! Horrible little girl! What is that? She's not even in the shot. What is this? None of these people on these shows are photographers.
Looking at him, and I was thinking, you know, do people really like go through this? You know, like working with other people.
Was he talking about your booty or something?
He was lusting.
Doesn't mean that you have to go to bed with him later.
Right.
Doesn't mean you have to give him your number. But if somebody's saying, damn, it just means you're doing great.
I like it a lot.
Oh, just playing down casual sexism in the workplace, are we? He wouldn't say that to another male model, would he? Or maybe he would, I don't know. But you shouldn't say it to anyone if you're on a shoot.
You look like a gazelle from the American Ballet Theater. I love this photograph.
She looks like a pro.
She is a pro.
I talked to him a little bit before we started, and I asked him, I really want to try to use you. I think maybe he responded to that a little bit.
I love the fact that he's engaged. Yeah. He's all into you.
It's fantastic.
What are you trying to say, Tyra?
A little bit thin. I just would have covered your arms.
Oh, please.
Wow, look at my muscle.
Well, surprisingly enough, she wasn't actually in control of the styling, so you saying, oh, she's too thin, cover your arms, it's not up to her. She didn't style it, the designer did, and then cut off more clothes to show more body. So take your thing up with someone else, boat!
Wow, look at my muscle.
I think it's a wonderful photo, a wonderful example of artistic expression. I thought it was really cool that you were able to model with your mom there. I can do it now, but in the beginning, I could not have my mom look at me or anything. I was like, Mama, get out the room. What do you think?
I like it. There is nothing
That is the best
wrong
photo.
with this picture. It's everything right.
Best photo we've seen.
Yeah, it's great.
This picture is hot, which means that there's a lot more hotness in you, but it was difficult getting it out of you.
I'll work on that.
Well, it definitely shows that I've had some training.
This photograph is surreal. It's that good.
How high can you get off the floor? It is amazing. One thing about the confidence thing, I have to be honest. I heard you walk off the set, and what you were doing, you were fishing. You were fishing for a compliment. She's doing this. Give me the compliment.
All women fish for a compliment. This looks like she escaped from a mental institution. This is the worst photograph I've ever seen. You look deranged. Your arms look amputated. Your legs look amputated. And it looks like you have a penis. I'm sorry.
Satan didn't hold back, did she? What did Janice just say about this? Why is it we're having this thing about, like, penises recently in these videos? It's just like, Trini was like, oh, you got a little willy. Now Janice is like, you've got a penis, girl. The thing is, the styling makes them hoochie. Like, nothing about these photos or this photo shoot says high fashion, apart from this squiggly line that Jay Manuel has put in the makeup, which makes no sense as well, because it doesn't really go with any of it. They're trying to say, oh, it emulates football makeup. Like, no, it doesn't. Does it? Would you ever? What is the point?
Looks like you have a penis. I'm sorry.
I think it's adorable.
I think it's crazy, like, what a likeness you are to Tyra. That face looks like Tyra to me.
All right, there it is.
That is not beneficial, girls. You don't want to be a budget someone else.
Let's just call it as it is. Robin, first of all, is too old to be starting
And fat.
model.
She's huge. She's not going to be a top model.
She won't. That's
she
the
should
reality.
work for a
That's what
car toppling company.
I think that you guys are the problem with America. I think you are the problem of why women are leaning over the toilets at this very moment and vomiting after they've eaten, or taking laxatives after they've eaten. The full-figured market is changing, okay?
Wow, I think Tyra actually said something quite, poignant there about how people perceive models, but my goodness, she really served it to Satan then, didn't she? Goodness, Janice was like, bah. Tyra says that she's doing all these things, but she's not really. She's just saying that she's changing the industry. We didn't get a plus size model winner until season 10. This is season 1. That's like 10 years later.
Shannon.
Shannon doesn't impress me sometimes so much.
She had the best photo.
She comes up well on film.
I think she could be a top model without a doubt.
Well, there you go.
I love Adrian's photographs. I think she keeps getting better and better each week.
What are these photos?
But the tone of her speech answering Steve's questions really made me want to cringe.
In.
Kizzy, I would say, on the interview level, she speaks well.
You should have seen her when she first came in. She's actually grown.
Giselle, for me, is the best mover.
When I look at Giselle's pictures, I see a dancer.
I think
But
that
you asked her to
lack
bring
of
more.
confidence is just something she's putting out there, but I think the way she moves here is by far the moves of a confident woman.
Yes.
In.
Elise is not
personally my type of girl. The eating disorder thing is just a strong issue for me.
Drop the eating disorder. That's hearsay. She's extremely thin, which is what a haute couture model needs.
But it doesn't have to be, you know.
I don't really like Janice Dickinson that much from how she comes across in these shows that we watch, but did she say a lie there? Did she say a lie? Have you ever, like, haute couture has always been about these rail thin people. I mean, the industry has kind of changed, but it's still bad, and it's still at that rail thin point. Did she say a lie there? Did she say a lie? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying to have a body the way that you want it is right or wrong. I'm just simply saying, did she say a lie there? Does it damage people? Absolutely. But did she say a lie?
But it doesn't have to be, you know, America's quest for the prettiest anorexic either.
There's girls that look like this.
You don't know this.
I agree.
Linda Evangelista was a rail. Come on.
Linda Evangelista was never a rail.
Kate Moss, Twiggy.
Hey, it's unbelievable what's going on here. I'm seeing it. It's unbelievable.
That was quite the drama, wasn't it? Wow.
There are
maybe
6
even
of you
Elise might
standing
be
in
up.
front of me, but I only have 5 photos in my hands.
Who's it gonna be?
And these 5 photos represent
Who's it gonna be?
the 5 of you that are still in the running to becoming America's Next Top Model.
Scandal girls!
Adrian. Congratulations.
Oh, well, obviously,
You're
she
still
was
in the
called
running
first.
towards becoming America's Next Top Model.
Right.
Kissy. Congratulations.
Right. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
Shannon. Beauty does not make a top model. Not just beauty. You
Incorrect.
have to learn how to move. It is
But she had the
so
best
important.
photo.
Congratulations.
You're all ill, severely unwell.
Robin.
Oh, who? Robin.
We don't want to see you on your high horse and showing the world how great you are. Show the world how human you are.
Wait, so it's going to be Elise versus Giselle. Giselle's
Still in the
going.
running towards becoming America's Next Top Model.
Oh, I am surprised, girls. Elise won
Would
this
Giselle
week.
and Elise please step forward?
Yeah, Elise is going through, obviously. Giselle's going home. Bye, Giselle. I'm sorry, girls.
This competition's been pretty fatalistic, but at the same time, I think it is embarrassing to be eliminated, and I don't want it to happen to me.
Elise, you're an intelligent woman, which is an amazing trait, especially being in the fashion industry, where the stereotype is that models are stupid. It's important to not be on this I'm so better than everybody else kind of attitude. It only makes people not like you, and it only makes people not appreciate your intelligence.
I kind of agree.
Nervous once again. I really don't want to get eliminated.
She predicted this earlier, didn't she?
Giselle, again, we talk about your confidence. During the photo shoot, I thought you were actually the best in terms of movement. But you walked off the stage, and you said, I think I messed up because I think I look more like a dancer than a model.
And what did you tell her? I look at her and all I see is a dancer.
Congratulations, Elise.
I mean, I'm really glad.
It was my time to go.
But yeah, she knew. She's not, Giselle wasn't stupid. She knew. Another one bites the gown.
Britney Spears did Star Search and she lost, and look at where she's at now. So I don't consider myself a loser. It sucks that I'm gonna go from all this to back home where it's
pack
normal.
that silver bag, girl. What a hateful
My
shoe.
mom and I'm just gonna rub it in my face, so that'll probably be the only thing. I'm gonna feel crappy.
Oh, Giselle, I am sorry.
Because if I'm coming home, it's because obviously I didn't do so well here.
I do not feel good about this episode, my loves. Giselle, goodbye. Why is Elise wearing a hateful scarf? What's this? Twinkle, twinkle, little bat. I've got gout. Well, my loves, I'm going to push my laptop away from me there and take out my hanger because that was a loaded episode, shall we say. A loaded episode. I'm a bit disheveled because I'm just like, this heavy storyline of like dieting, body shape, eating disorders, Elise being like scrutinized by all the other girls is so... It's so nefarious because, like, We don't know either way whether she did or not. I haven't looked at any of the post-show interviews that Elise may or may not have given, so I don't really know what was going on. But I do feel like it is really bad to speculate on somebody's body shape and body type. I think that this level of body shaming when it comes to potential health conditions is not really acceptable. What if Elise had, for example, an autoimmune disorder that meant that she couldn't put on weight and she couldn't keep much food down? What if she did and she did not want to share her condition with the people that she's in the house with, which are blatant strangers? You know, maybe she's known them for 3 weeks at this point. It does really irk me because you are under no obligation in life to tell people your health conditions unless you want to tell them. So I feel like that is so nefarious. What a really nefarious, insidious show this was. And for them to try and use it as like a learning curve of like, oh, we need to watch what she's doing. Does she have any insecurities she wants to share? Or put her in front of this journalist and publicist. Do you have an eating disorder? Is it just hearsay? Will you help us sell magazines and get ratings? Like, do you know what I mean? I just don't agree with any of that. Let me know what you think about what we have seen today. Today we say goodbye to Giselle, but I think that Giselle also knew. She also knew that she was going home this episode. I feel like when they said, I look at her and I see a dancer, she knew exactly what was going to happen. I think I even said this all the way back in like episode 1 when they did the little mini runway challenge. When someone said to her like, oh, I can see you've been a dancer, instantly I knew she won't make it to the final because these people love to have a complete like canvas to mold into the villain or good contestant on the show and put them all the way through to the end. The way that these shows usually work is, especially as we've seen from Bridalplasty, is that the villain always makes it to the end. I feel like either at this point Robin or Elise is being painted as the villain. I can't quite tell which one yet, but it's definitely going to be between either of those. And I would hazard a guess, I've not seen this whole season all the way through, I would hazard a guess that, also not mentioning the winner because I know who it is because it's been so long, girls, I would hazard a guess saying that Robin and Elise will both be in the final with the other model, should we say. That's my prediction, girls. I've got gout. Let me know what you guys think about what we have seen today, and I'm just gonna go and have a little bit of a de-stress and say it's time for the Patreons. And you can see yourselves scrolling past here on the screen. Yes, you can, my loves. Yes, you can. And I want to say a massive hello and welcome to Eva, Sophie June, Sheva Godazi, Anne Sturzinger, TW Abney, and a warm welcome to Dr. Dreamerella, girls. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon, you absolute stunners. Today's Twitch shoutout goes to Enyasho. Thank you so much for following me over on Twitch, you stunning woman on the go. And if you want to be in with a chance of being featured in my next video's Twitch shoutout, make sure you follow me on Twitch. It is Luxeria Plays, and I stream Mondays and Thursdays over there, my love. So see you there. And once again, I want to say a massive thank you and a huge shout out to my top tier Patreons: Kelly Loom, Stephanie Niatupski, Laura Alley, Dr. Dreamerella, Orkos Emoji, Abigail Ash, Andy Henry, Beebles 32, Caitlin Coating, Casey Donahue, Celine Yates, Shell Herman, ContraPoints, Crafty Leaks, Danielle, Dana Broderick, Dr. A, Jevod, Elizabeth Stone, Jared Pavlovsky, Jenny Hendricks, Caitlin Wright, Lane Wade, Min Min TM, Moisten98, Mariah Sherman, Romano, Ryan Vita, Sexy Texy RN, Stefutech, Succubus Lena, Traverful, Victoria Corella, Victoria Waldock, and Zaya Nazar. Thank you guys so much for your continued support on the Patreon. It means the world to me. We are thriving and so close to 100k. I'm so close I can almost taste it. Oh, delicious morsels. And I'm going to leave this video on this note, my lovelies. It does not really benefit you as a stranger to someone to speculate on their health conditions. If they have one, they may or may not decide to share it with you in time. It is their business most of the time. I will, however, say that if you are concerned for someone, and that is a genuine concern, raise it with the proper person, my love. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Yes.